Hi, I'm Punk Rock Kelly with the Dirty Reggae Punks.
Meet Punk Rock Kelly. He is the spiritual leader of the Dirty Reggae Punks and the creator of the Symphony of Stupidity. Legend has it, the Dirty Reggae Punks were born late one evening in a cold garage in a small town in the middle of nowhere, where a bunch of idiots decided it was time to do big things with a couple of guitars and an utter lack of talent. Hammering out half-ass chords and singing like alley cats being stepped on is where our story begins.
I watched my dad play music when I was a kid growing up and was always fascinated with it and started playing as soon as I got the opportunity to.
My first memory was walking downstairs with my grandma. She lives in middle of nowhere, North Dakota, just listening to Elvis records. I'm like, that's super cool. I want to do that.
When I was probably about 16, my dad went in with me on my first guitar. I got an Alvarez, and I thought I'd be the next Joan Baez.
At 13, my dad gave me my first guitar and quickly picked that up, learned every song I could, started writing my own music.
I got my first guitar, and I didn't know how to play it for like 4 years. I just made noise, and I loved every second of it.
I don't even know that it was a choice. It was just something that happened. I had my first guitar and grew up playing in garage bands and basements.
I started doing like house shows in between the bands or opening up for the night.
My thought process was the more instruments I could play, the more valuable I would be to the industry.
Different paths, different beginnings, but somehow they all ended up in the same place, on the road with DRP.
Real cool things about your shows is that you guys use the puppets. What brought that into the mix of your performance?
Green Jello inspired that. Bill taught me how to make puppets early on when I first hooked up with them, and I was fascinated with it. I thought it was just the greatest gimmick. It gave everybody an opportunity to participate. And so when we started having songs that dealt with different characters that could be puppets, we started making them ourselves so people could be our characters at our shows and almost be a live visual performance of each character determined by whoever was wearing it.
Kelly usually makes the puppets, but I help maintain them. So he makes the puppets, and then as they go through the mosh pits or go through the me running down the street with the PBR can, then I go in and I tape over it and fix it out. So it's, I guess I get the other half of it. Kelly has the making it, I kind of have the maintaining.
People who make the puppets, who learned how to make the puppets from Bill, not just me, there's several people throughout everywhere that have incorporated this into their bands too. And so, there's got to be a pride factor when you see one of the people you taught to do something making something really awesome.
So what's your connection to Green Jello?
I joined Green Jello in December of 2012, and I drove 2 hours. I didn't know how to play any of the songs, and I didn't play any of the songs. I just kind of pretended.
I joined Green Jello and started doing light touring with them as part of the franchise.
I played on and off with Green Jello until I decided to leave Indiana, then move to Los Angeles full-time, and just pick drums back up when the opportunity was needed, and now I'm here.
But eventually noise turned into music, music turned into opportunity, and one opportunity would be a common thread that would bring these musicians together for one fateful tour. Every musician remembers their first show. The nerves, the excitement, the feeling like everything is about to go off the rails. But the first show of a tour, there's no safety net, no second chances, just proving yourself to the crowd, to the band, and most importantly, to yourself. And it's in those moments everything clicks or everything falls apart. One night you're invincible, the next morning you're just another band in a van chasing the next gig.
Music makes people feel, it doesn't, it's not even for me. Like, the music that I play is for everyone. And if that makes it feel and that can move them, motivate them, inspire them, it's worth every second I put into it, to me.
Those people that I meet every single night are the reason that I keep going, and the reason that I keep doing it is because people smile and people love to watch us or love to watch live music in general, and those are the people that I want to hang out with.
Everyone's like, you must be living your dream life. Like, it's just like any other life. It's got its risks, it's got its rewards, it's got its ups, it's got its downs. It's what's worth it for you.
It doesn't matter where they're going the next day. They're going to play the show. They're going to give you everything they have. They're going to interact with people at the end of the show. They make their fans feel, it's a genuine appreciation for what people are doing to keep them rolling.
Every musician starts somewhere. Every band has miles to go. Some give up before they get there. Others never stop chasing. After hours on the road and only a few more to go before showtime, the band decides it's chow time. Some bands stop for steak, others stop for a burger. But in the DIY culture, we stop for roadside spaghetti. Step 1, find a safe enough roadside spot to cook without getting run over. Step 2, light up the propane stove and pray it doesn't explode. Step 3, dump a whole bag of pasta in and hope the water's actually boiling. And finally, step 4, beef is optional, but it makes the sauce better.
1, 2, 3.
With full bellies, the band pulls in for their next show. But little do they know, this show would be the beginning of the end.
I don't understand. No, the sign was back there. There's just one sign.
Oh.
Found it! Found it!
So we were supposed to turn at that sign?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, so tell us what just happened.
Pulled into Many Farms, Arizona to play a show. Everything was cool. 2 bands had played, and the third band, the guitar player came up and asked us if he could borrow a cable.
This lady came up to us and asked if she could use my cigarette to light her cigarette. So I did, and then her boyfriend came up, burnt me in the neck with his cigarette.
We got it broke up and him gone, and they kicked him off stage in the middle of their first song. And they started trash talking us because they assaulted our bass player, and we weren't cool with it. But then they didn't make him leave, and so they kept asking us to play, and they didn't make them leave. And then the guy came after Jake and Zach again. And so we bailed on the show because that's not okay.
I mean, has something like this ever happened to you before?
Nothing quite this extreme, but it does happen a lot. Like, this is just something that not specifically this, but crazy, unexpected stuff like this, yeah.
What was going through your mind as everything is kind of unfolding?
Defense, really. I just kind of stepped back and I was like, what the fuck?
After a crazy night, the dirty reggae punks sought refuge with some friendly faces, quickly forgetting about the events that just transpired. And of course, since their show got canceled, they were ready to rock out, reminding themselves why they were on tour, getting a quick recharge of the batteries before their biggest leg of the tour in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Doesn't get any better than this. It's always a different scenery when I wake up. I don't have to wish that I had the perfect view from my patio anymore. I just go find my perfect view and drink coffee where I feel like it in the mornings now. And you know, tomorrow we'll be in Vegas, so it's not going to be as chill as in the mountains. It's a little more hype, and then the day after that we're going to be in LA, sitting on the beach somewhere.
See if there is a way to create a custom voice for the GPS so we can get Rick giving us directions.
Oh, that'd be super cool. Unless someone already did it, we'd have to find someone to do the Rick voice.
As we pull into Las Vegas, the band immediately jumps into show mode as they prepare for the biggest leg of their tour. And of course, as it goes on tour, the fun never stops and the crew has to pack it up and head to another show.
With the one on the flamboyant temperatures, sauce at ham in the frying pan like spam. When I come and slam, cause damn to can, the son of Sam. Don't make me wreck it, hectic, got me going in the jam like General Electric, and the lights are blinking.
With 2 successful shows under their belt and morale riding high, the band decides to go out and enjoy the rest of their time in Vegas. Ready to wrap up the tour with a bang, the band prepares for one last explosive show. But behind the scenes, tensions are at a breaking point.
Because I'm sick of the attitude, Kelly. I'm sick of always made to feel like I'm under you. I'm sick of made to feel like I don't fucking matter here. I'm sick of made to feel like nothing I can fucking do is anything enough for anyone here.
That's not even true, man.
Then why do I feel like that?
You got a chip on your shoulder about something else, and you're fucking taking it out on me.
Okay.
And if that's the case, and you can't talk to me like an adult about it, then fine.
After a tense moment, we decided to step out, let everything cool down, and see where everything shakes out.
So can you kind of explain what just happened?
Well, there was maybe a miscommunication, but at least ending result was a falling out, and Zach stepped down from his drummer position in the middle of this tour.
I'm assuming he just doesn't want to continue on with us. It wasn't really his type of music. It wasn't really his scene. You know, he's a very talented musician, and I wish him nothing but the best.
You know, it was definitely unexpected for me.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming either, but I guess shock factor is a little low. But the surprise, yes. I mean, we didn't let him go. We weren't done with him. We were fine, and it was his decision. And that's kind of some of the hard parts about touring is emotions kind of get built up in different places, and you know, sometimes a reaction is a reaction, and once you put something out there, sometimes you can't always take it back.
We could do acoustic set. Unfortunately, even if we do continue the tour and if we had a drummer, we didn't bring my cymbals, so we would still have to put somebody in the position of borrowing us theirs, no matter who our drummer is. And the shows are so eclectic, they're going to be so arranged, you know? Like one's a fucking punk show, maybe two of them. One's like a backyard barbecue.
The tour didn't end the way they expected, but for the Dirty Reggae Punks, the road really never ends. Just one more town, one more show, and one more reason to keep going.
It's been a wild ride, you know. It's been short. It was a short run for us, almost a mini tour, you know, especially after getting off 4 months straight on the road, doing 3 weeks. I didn't anticipate having some of the things that happen, but you never can see everything coming.
Crazy. It was a crazy tour. It was kind of fucked.
I don't even know, because it's so up and down. It's just so up and down. But that's what it is, though. That's what, like, every single one is. Like, you have an idea of about what's going to happen, and that's really, like, all it is this very rough guess on how it's all going to go. So there's a lot of up and downs, and anything can happen, and we're adaptive.
The tour had its highs and its lows, but for the Dirty Reggae Punks, the road never stops. No matter where they go or what happens along the way, one thing stays the same. They'll always be out there, playing loud, playing raw, and keeping the chaos alive.
Legalize the weed, we will advertise on every scene. Smoking mad cheap, but getting down with DRP. Dirty reggae punks, and we came to get down. Nagels dropping these sick bass lines, we're rolling through your town. Love the different scenes, and we love the different weed. Walking around, Franco wiping up our pop from Little C's. Know we play the show, super upload, so roll up another fatty, and we'll continue to smoke. But I don't really know what you got to roll. Hoping that you pull out some fire, and no. Got my own lighter, you know I can match a bowl. Hoping that you're waiting with a joint after the show. Mr. Weed Man, don't do me wrong. Come on, Mr. Weed Man, help me sing my song. Mr. Weed Man, won't you fill my bong? Mr. Weed Man, I need some relaxation. Mr. Weed Man, don't do me wrong. Like Bob Marley, I'ma smoke it till my brain is gone. Mr. Weed Man, don't you roll with rock? Mr. Weed Man, I need that medication, but I don't really know what you got to roll. Hoping that you pull out some fire, and no. Got my own lighter, you know I can match a bowl. Hoping that you're waiting with the joint after the show.